Now you got to do it on the road against a Forest side who is desperate for a win. They are in the bottom. I believe they're in the drop at the moment. They're doing so poorly. They're hurting. They fired their manager. Ha, ha, ha.
They're on their third manager this season. They are in the drop. They have lost 4 of the last 5. So let's get into the Forest preview. We play them Saturday, November 1st, 8 a.m. Pacific. It's going to be a hell of a match, sir. You can watch it on the USA Network if you're in the United States. Sir, give me the weather.
It's going to be English weather, not as bad as the last game, a little bit warmer. It's a high 50s chance of light rain as we head to Nottingham. Sounds like something out of...
Sir, Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, maybe. Nottingham Forest. Let's talk about Forest, sir. Let's get into them.
Nottingham and Sherwood Forest, sir. I'm a big fan of Robin Hood. If you haven't seen the Disney animated version, watching that with the kids is a treat, sir. Give me the background on Nottingham Forest.
Forest, founded in 1865. They're an old club, go way back. Nicknamed the Reds or the Tricky Trees, which is a terrific name. Home at the City Ground at the River Trent since 1898. Right over, just over 30,000 capacity stadium. They're owned by Evangelos Marinakis.
Yeah.
Hands-on,
this Greek owner that everybody sees on the pitch.
Loudmouth,
fans. He's
super involved,
shaking the players' hands.
Super emotional, but I think he's got a little bit of a hothead. Obviously, Forest are a storied club, European pedigree, and they're back in the Premier League, of course. They're known for their assertive, high-churn recruitment model and very much kind of pushing forward this expanding commercial profile. And they had a very, very successful period back in the late 70s, early 80s, where they won back-to-back European Cups in 1979 and 1980. Obviously, they just brought in...
something we never did, sir, and they got the 2 stars to prove it on the Forest logo. And they just got the main man, Sean Dyche. He's in town. Don't mess with him, sir. He is the Burnley man who basically made his come up at Burnley, did well at Everton during their transition and takeover. He was basically appointed after the brief Ange Postecoglou stint at Forest on the third manager. This Greek owner is just kind of a madman and just firing everybody, which is just a riot to have in the league. So, sir, give me the overview on Sean Dyche.
No, but, he's a manager that a lot of us have known for a while. I'm actually happy. Good for him to get like a chipping up club, a club that recruits well. They are a selling club.
Bad owner, though. This is not like...
No, it's true. I was thinking that. I was like, he got like a good club because they have a really good squad. Obviously, they're playing European football, but the hothead owner is not something you want. He likes to play the 4-4-2 or the 4-5-1. Out of possession, he'd like to seek a narrow, vertically compact block that funnels play out wide. And then when they're on the ball, they like to favor directness with purpose in build. So a lot of early diagonals to wide runners, an emphasis on second balls and territorial gains. Big on transitional plays both ways, regaining and releasing patterns to basically hit quickly before the opponent can reset. So they like to come at you fast. And they're also very, very aggressive on set pieces.
Well, he's only had a week, so he's not going to have too much time with this team.
And usually, we've seen this before. Manchester United has like a track record the last couple of years playing new managers. They come in after the previous manager's been sacked. It happened a bunch of times last year. Usually when they're in a bounce, he wants a bounce now against United. This is a huge game. It's playing at home in front of a lively City Ground attendee group. Of the fans, and they're going to look to come at us because he needs to turn the corner. He's got a hothead owner breathing down his neck. That big fat Greek guy, bro. He's going to be furious. He's going to be like with a bad beard.
But it's going to be a cautious home ground because you have this is the relegation manager, right? He staved off relegation for Everton during the ownership transition. They're in the bottom, so they're kind of like trying to catch a falling knife, if you will. So the home fans are going to be cagey. We could not let Nottingham Forest get on top early because that would just give them the juice, so to speak. Lifetime versus Nottingham Forest, we won 54, drawn 24, lost 36, sir. First time we ever played them in 1892. We drew them 1-1 in the first division. Obviously, Newton Heath back then, last 5, lost 3, 1, 2. What are we talking about, sir? And we lost 3 of the 4 last EPL matches against Nottingham Forest. They did the double against us last year under Nuno. The Greek guy is crazy to fire him.
Nuno's a great manager. I think he's having a little bit of trouble right now at West Ham. They look to be in trouble as well. One of the big teams is definitely going down this year. Talking about summer, they're always busy. They're known as like a very astute recruiting club. They buy youngsters and they sell them for big money. Most notably, they brought in Omari Hutchinson from Ipswich. He was a youngster that a lot of big clubs were kind of circling around. McAtee out of City is also a highly rated youngster, attacking midfielder. And lastly, John Victor, if folks are really online, big transfer news followers, he was a name that we were attached to before we went for Lemons, the goalkeeper out of Brazil.
That is correct. So, and it was only €8 million to get him.
Cheap. Player to watch, Elliot Anderson. This is a player that we've heard a lot about, the 22-year-old English midfielder. He's an 8, someone that is being kind of touted as, someone to throw in the mix as it relates to Manchester United. Balaba.
Someone to solve our central.
Yeah, apparently. Who is this young English guy who's playing well? Talk about recent records, sir. It's not great. Tell us about how they've been playing. They have, I think, 4 straight losses in the EPL. Is that right? Do my eyes read me? Correct?
4 straight losses in the EPL, but they did beat Porto. But they lost to Sunderland, Newcastle, Chelsea, and Bournemouth. Those are
hard teams.
Horrible teams. This is one of those spots.
Trap game.
That if you watch...
Trap game.
If you know ball, you know that United's got 3 on the trot, and the bluffers at United think that we're... their heads are like... Yep.
We're in a title
yay
race.
high because we won 3 games. Like that, unfortunately...
They got the shirts already made. They're wearing them. The Low's wearing that shirt.
I'm not trying to look down on this team, but you know it. Like 3 games for this crew is like their heads are here
in the clouds
because also the jump you get at United for like just because it's been so bad.
I know.
And then this Forest team just is desperate. They're going to take you to deep water, sir. They're going to play 10. They're going to pack it in and
counter.
They're
going to play us game. They're going to play
our
game.
How did we look getting countered? By the way,
not good.
Not good. How did the high line look? Haven't seen it in a while. That's why we're winning, because we're counter punching these teams that are coming at us, and Sean Dyche is smart and not going to do that. And this is going to be a very hard game for Manchester United. And how does Amorim adjust? And the thing is, Sean Dyche should not be able to, in the short time frame that he's been appointed, be able to out tactic the man on our touchline with the resources and the players that we got and the options we have. So at the end of the day, we have to see what Amorim has. This is going to be a tough test. I know this feels like an easy spot, but this is going to be tough for Manchester United. Mark my words.
No, I mean, don't look at the league position. This is a good team. We know how good they are. And they're looking for a bit of form. They're looking to play themselves into form, so they need a big result. Excuse me.
Just looking at this 11 is better than...
Dude,
I'm more worried about this 11 than I am worried about the Scouse Bastards when we play them. With Marshmallow and that.
Milinkovic is a beast. We should have signed him. Murillo is good. He's mean as shit. Their defense is really good. I remember this last year. They play super compact, and then when they get the ball, they counter in a flash with Hudson-Odoi and Gibbs-White, which, by the way, sounds like us these days. So this is going to be a really, really hard game. And the problem is, too, is that everything now in media is so like, you're terrible, you're the best. All week they're going to be like, their ass kissed. Manchester United is going to be told how great they are all week because all of a sudden...
No, but this is like that's the whole thing. It's like there's levels to this. Look at the Scouse Bastards. You couldn't have had it.
They were the hot shit a month ago. They were like, oh, they're going to win.
They were getting away with them.
Oh, they were.
Of those games.
They got away with them last year, too, to be fair.
It's not easy. Any given EPL game is not easy. United's 11. We came in to Brighton. Lemens, Euro, De Ligt, Shaw, Diallo, Casemiro, Bruno, Delo, Mbumo, Cunha, Sheshko. You got to run it back. You got to keep running it back. That's my view. You got to just run this back, sir. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I think the only change you might make is if you have Maguire, you might put him back just for the size of defending and set pieces because they got some big boys. They got some big boys that are really good in the air.
Put the lid in. You keep the lid in and
push
drop Euro?
Yeah, probably. I think you want Sheshko, even if Mount was available. I love Mount. I love what he offers. But I think you want that target man because I think you're going to be like...
you bring on Sheshko, I think.
Sheshko?
Yeah, I think you bring on Sheshko.
I think you need that size, bro. I think you need someone to aim for in that 6-yard box. He's due for a headed like Dunkaroo, like...
I feel like when Mount plays, it gives Mbumo and Cunha the freedom to get up, and he kind of just drops in that 10 spot.
They press so well. I just feel
like there's... It just works right now, and it just gives more solidarity to the midfield because he plays thinking like that 10 role, and I feel like he kind of snips the danger a little bit and the work rate. So losing Mason Mount is a big issue for Manchester United, but Šeško did look good. Let's get into the bookies. What are the odds, sir?
Forest are the underdogs, plus 240 at home, plus 270 for the draw, and plus 105 for Manchester United, the greatest club in the world. That's more like it, sir.
Favorites.
Let's get. What do the fans think? What do MUFC predict? Fans are calling a victory for Manchester United, 0.7 for Forest, 2.0 for United. That's called a win.
Average goals, 70% think we're going to win. It is a United win, sir. MUFCpredict.com. Get into our prediction games. Sir, between you and me, I am having a substantial lead, and I will be cashing in on my steak dinner from last season.
Double steak.
On Tuesday. Got to get that steak, sir. Very excited. Got to order the Wagyu, what Alex is paying. Sir, you're up first. What do you got? First score prediction.
Trap game, 1-1. I think we drop points. But I feel like, people are going to be upset, but it's not the end of the world because they're a tough side. What do you got?
Muppets ride. It is 2-1 for Manchester United. I was going to go 1-1, but I'm just thinking, Muppets got to ride. I think we're going to win this one out. We have the attacking quality. Šeško winner.
Chicken dinner.
I'm going to say mid-80s Šeško winner. Jersey off, yellow card. The whole caboodle, sir. How are we feeling about that scenario?
I want him to win. I want him to get a Dunkaroo header. He got an assist. He looked good. I'll tell you what, not Arlo White. It sounds like Arlo White. Graham Lasso, what are you doing, bro? What have you done with your life? Somehow you get to call these games. He was slating our boy Benjamin Šeško, our giant Slovenian striker. How dare you? He was
not the only one.
No, he was they were putting up a graphic on NBC Sports, hasn't had a touch all game. It's the 11th minute. It's relax, dude. It's the 11th minute. They're coming at us. It's okay. He got an assist, by the way, before Fabian Wirtz and that shit mustache. Hated, adored, never ignored.